We have yet to hear literally anything about expanded and enhanced. And honestly, it's kind of concerning, just going off the fact that apparently they just didn't have enough time to actually make a real trailer for the game. They just decided to cobble together old PS3 and PS4 footage. It really does make you wonder if the game is like remotely even ready to release this November, if that's when it's coming out. Yeah, literally, no one knows what this game will have. That's new, at least. We know it'll be just a port. Honestly, I just don't see this game selling again if it's nothing but a port. So it really leads me to believe that they're adding something to this game, and I don't know, it's just a little concerning that we've seen nothing about it so far. Personally, there's a few things that I actually want to see with expanded and enhanced, same with many other people, so this isn't just, my opinion, this isn't just me nitpicking at what I want. These are just general things that I think need to be changed, added, removed, so on and so forth. And one of those things, of course, is the futuristic vehicles. They've just changed the game way too fucking much, and not for the better either. It's quite literally nullified any new content that they could possibly add. The grind factor is not that bad, especially now that we have missions like those new robbery missions with the new update. I already forget what the update's called, because honestly, the update, it's a good update, but the game's already stale and the game is already boring because all the content they added is kind of like, meh, should I really spend my money buying this? It's kind of content like that, and in fact, it's been this way since 2018. The one thing that's really killing every single new update is entirely just the futuristic nonsense, mainly the Oppressor MK2, because why would somebody go out of their way to spend a ton of money on new helicopters, new cars, new bikes, even new planes, if that thing will just blow it all up immediately, especially the cars and shit. The thing about dealing with oppressors and cars is that you don't get the little warning sound that, helicopters and airplanes will get when they're being locked onto. So you could just be fucking street racing with your friends in an impromptu race, and then bam, all of you are blown up. And in fact, that's actually happened to me before. I was just racing my friend throughout Blaine County, and this guy goes off the fucking radar, which is kind of stupid because in an impromptu race, you can't see people on the radar anyways, and decides just to try to blow us up, and we just proceeded to clap his cheeks until he left and cried himself to sleep. But not everybody is that lucky. People typically just get fucking blown up without even knowing they're being chased. However, because I'm an old GTA player, my sixth sense was starting to kick in, and I was able to feel that there was a little retard chasing me down with a bitch bike. So I just got out of my car and just started blasting. But yeah, so look, a lot needs to change with expanded enhanced. Another thing that I think really needs to change is just the player count. 30 players I think is enough, but I want there to be more players, but not so much to the point where it would start bogging the game down later in its life cycle again. Because when the next gen versions of GTA 5 first came out, they boosted the player base by double, I believe. It used to be from 16, now it's at around 30. When they doubled the player count, it wasn't a problem, right? You had a little bit of frame stuttering here and there, but it wasn't that much of a problem. Well, years go by and then bam, 5 frames a second. You can't even play the fucking game if there's a full session. And honestly, I just think if they just move this over to a dedicated server style kind of infrastructure, I think a lot of the lag would just disappear. Because I think a lot of the lag literally just comes from peer-to-peer fucking problems. Some people just not having very good internet could ruin an entire session. And I've kind of came to this conclusion because I've literally been in full sessions on PlayStation 4, base PS4, where there's almost no lag. Not kidding, it's rare, but I've been in those sessions before. But yeah, I would like to see ideally an increase to maybe 50 players, that with some optimization, maybe dedicated servers, and I think it would be pretty golden. But this all would be complete chaos if they never remove the Oppressor MK2 and all the other futuristic vehicles that really just ruin the flow of the game. And getting further into that, I mean, if you've been playing this game since the pre-Oppressor MK2 era, you know that the game was popping back in the day, right? You had helicopters and planes and tanks. You had so much variety just everywhere, right? PvP was fucking fun. Doing missions was fun. There was true balance. chance. Like if you got chased down by a helicopter or an airplane while doing cargo, you had a chance to defend yourself, and if the person was skilled enough, they'd be able to blow you up anyways. But it took skill, and that's what made the game interesting, and that's what made the game fun. Without skill, you have all these little Mark II dumbasses basically just flying around. Click, blow up, click, blow up, click, blow up, and it's just like there's no balance. So a lot of people just entirely avoid flying. A lot of people entirely avoid driving while not in passive. People really just don't interact with each other anymore because this game has just turned into a fucking Fallout wasteland. So I think when Expanded and Enhanced does come out, that's a problem that they're gonna have to address, because this game really just, it shouldn't be neglected anymore. I get that we're getting large content updates, but really how far do those content updates go if one thing is nullifying everything and anything they add? Another thing I think we need for Expanded and Enhanced is some sort of map expansion, or maybe Liberty City. Now this one is probably far-fetched because they probably didn't have enough time to develop this port to add another map, but I honestly think Liberty City would really fit in GTA Online. I really do think that. I think it could fit in story mode as well. I mean, have some side missions and shit. It'll basically be the story mode DLC we've been asking for since the game came out, and that would just be perfect. Data miners found out that there was actually plans for DLC for like aliens, I think zombies, I think, and some other story related DLC that was originally going to be put in the game, and we didn't get all that because of GTA Online. And I think GTA Online is going to be declining pretty soon, and I think that there'll be a perfect opportunity to try to implement some story mode DLC or expand upon the single player experience. But yeah, I mean, that's just really just the meat and potatoes of the video. That's all that I really wanted to talk about, because I honestly do not see Expanded and Enhanced really doing too well if they don't implement some sort of change, especially to the online mode, which desperately needs one. Because if we had to be honest with ourselves, Red Dead Online is not carrying the torch. A lot of people did not buy Red Dead Redemption 2. A lot of people do not play Red Dead Online, despite the fact that I think, coming from a structural standpoint, it's just an infinitely better game than GTA Online. Just people don't play it. People don't enjoy it. People want classic GTA Online back, and I think they really need to bring that back, because if they don't, they're fucked. And it's probably not going to sell very well unless they have some sort of incentive behind pre-ordering the game or something. But anyways, that was it for this video. I'm gonna try to make more Rockstar games related content, because I've just been on a constant Call of Duty spree, just making constant COD videos. And I don't know how much more COD videos I want to make before making other Rockstar videos. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.